Why do you have to try to force your husband to cheat on you so you can go out here and get a business started? I'm like, why don't you go get started now? No, I don't want to get started now. Nah. I ain't gonna get my business started. I'm gonna use his money. I ain't gonna use none of my money. Well, I was like, well, such and such, where did you get this thought process from? She was like, oh, my mom and my grandma. I was like, okay, so quite naturally, if she was trained from a young girl to do these types of things, to look up for a quick come up, not really trying to go out and get life on your own, but you're looking for like a lawsuit on a Wednesday to happen for you on your behalf. So that way you can go out here and get millions of dollars from this particular sporting goods store. You're going to go drop something on you and get burned and then try to sue. That's your come up. Well, see, people who do things like that, they're going to be those lazy type of people who feel entitled. They're going to feel like, oh, the world owes me something. Well, let me tell you something, boo-boo. The world don't owe you a thing. Have you ever seen that kind of person in life? They always complain about how life isn't going their way. They always complain about how things is always going wrong in their life. If you've ever seen somebody like that, I bet you 9 times out of 10, that person is probably going to be lazy. Now, when I'm saying lazy, I'm not just talking about lazy as the traditional sense of being lazy. No. What I'm talking about is beyond that. See, we have some people out there who always gripe and complain about how things are going wrong in their life, but you see, they never take the initiative. They never take that first step in life to make sure that life goes the way how they actually want life to go. And the reason why I'm talking about this in this episode today, I ran across a person who was telling me like how miserable their life is, and they can't wait to get a divorce from their husband so that way they can get spousal support, alimony, all of this stuff. And I was talking to this particular individual. I'm like, why do you have to wait for a divorce to even happen? She hasn't even told her husband that she's waiting for him to slip up and do some cheating so that way she can look like the golden goose. But see, what it is the person who I was talking to, that person is lazy. And the reason why I say that particular person is lazy is because if you have to wait for somebody to cheat on you, for you to get some spousal support, for you to really go out and make some money in the world, you're a lazy individual. And you're sitting back and you're trying to juice this particular person, trying to coerce your husband into doing something wrong so that way you will be able to reap the benefits of it. And see, that's not right. So that's why I was compelled to make this episode today to talk about things like this, because in life, you should never, ever be lazy. You should never be trying to sit back and look for a quick come up. You should not be out here waiting for somebody to die. You shouldn't be out here waiting for somebody to cheat on you so you can get some money. Why can't you get out and go make life happen for yourself? Why do you have to always wait for somebody to make stuff happen for you? And see, that's typically how people are. A lot of people, they sit back and they talk all of this trash about they want this life and they want this life. But then a lot of people don't take the initiative. They don't take the steps that they need to do in life to really get the life that they really want. A lot of people see these reality stars and people talking about I'm living a lazy life and beachfront life. All that stuff is cool and well. But that particular individual had to do something. They had to take action. They wasn't lazy. It doesn't matter if they made some kind of tape and it leaked and they got money, millions of dollars from that tape leaking. It doesn't matter if they was born into a wealthy upper class family. It doesn't matter. None of that matters. The start, how you got to your income, does not matter. The person I was talking to, the reason why she wants her husband to slip up and cheat is so that way she can go out here and get a business started. I was talking to her and I'm like, why would you want to use your divorce money? First of all, why would you even want to try to coerce your husband to cheat? She would go up here like and leave phone numbers in her husband's backpack to other girls and stuff like that that are her friends, and It's a setup. The lady who I was talking to, I know her really well, but I don't know her spouse. By her saying that, by her talking about she's going to help her husband cheat so that way she can videotape him and have damning evidence in court. I was like, why do you need to do that to him? Why do you have to try to force your husband to cheat on you so you can go out here and get a business started? I'm like, why don't you go get started now? No, I don't want to get started now. Nah. I ain't gonna get my business started. I'm gonna use his money. I ain't gonna use none of my money. Well, I was like, well, such and such, where did you get this thought process from? She was like, oh, my mom and my grandma. I was like, okay, so quite naturally, if she was trained from a young girl to do these types of things, to look up for a quick come up, not really trying to go out and get life on your own, but you're looking for like a lawsuit on a Wednesday to happen for you on your behalf. So that way you can go out here and get millions of dollars from this particular sporting goods store. You're going to go drop something on you and get burned and try to sue. That's your come up. Well, see, people who do things like that, they're going to be those lazy type of people who feel entitled. They're going to feel like, oh, the world owes me something. Well, let me tell you something, boo-boo. The world don't owe you a thing. Momentum in life is what keeps life going. If you stop the momentum, the traffic will stop. Once the traffic stops, it gets bagged up. Once the traffic gets bagged up, it takes a little bit of time to get that flow of traffic going back again. And see, in life, the flow of traffic is going to be when you do something lazy, you're slowing yourself down from doing bigger and better things in life. And then see, the same people who are doing stuff like that be the same people who be going on social media trying to down people for their life and stuff like that. These are the same people who, whenever they go on social media and talking trash to people, these are the same people who won't have no picture on their cover. They got a cat as a avatar. Don't be that lazy individual who are out here killing people's spirits, who are killing people's vibes. Now, if you're going to be lazy, just be lazy amongst yourself. But don't be out here on social media because you're lazy, because you don't want to get out here and get off your butt and go do stuff in life. And you trying to go up and down this lady over here because she's doing something on social media that you wish that you could do. Jokers who be wishing they could do something, them be the ones who be lazy in life. I'm sorry to say it, but I'm really not sorry. Stop wishing you can do something. Know that you can do something. Stop talking about, I wish I was a millionaire. Go out and become a millionaire. Quit looking at magazines and books. Quit looking at these movies and be like these celebrities in your brain. If you want to be like these celebrities, really go ahead and be like these celebrities. Go ahead and do what you need to do to make the money so you can go ahead and get these Louboutin shoes. If you like this episode today thus far, please press that like and subscribe button for me. You have to take action. Stop looking for the easy way out in life. That is lazy. Now, some things in life, yeah, you might want to take the easy way out. Yeah, I might not want to cook a whole quiche in the oven. I might throw it in the microwave. Something like that. Okay, yeah. Like you don't want to put forth no effort. You don't want to put forth no work, no true commitment, no anything. You expect life to unfold out to you like a deck of cards. It doesn't work like that. It may appear that it works like that for some people, but you do not know the amount of work that the particular person had to put in before you was able to first see them. That's like a lot of people look at me. They be like, oh man, Tony, you became successful overnight. No, I didn't. You didn't see those 6 years before this when I was just rambling on video. You didn't see that 6-year time frame before this when I wasn't making a penny. All you just see is, oh yeah, Tony got a podcast. Oh yeah, Tony write books. Oh yeah, Tony got a membership. Oh yeah, Tony got this. You see that, but you don't see that initial struggle. You want to talk about that initial struggle I had to get to where I'm at now? Ask my wife. She, out of anybody, can sit back and tell you that you have to put forth work in life. If you want to live a good life, I could have not ever owned a house over 5,000 square foot if I did not put forth work in life. I could not have had cars at my house. I could not have owned motorcycles. I couldn't have investments and stuff if I did not put forth work in life. Yes, I did have a head start in my life because my family set me up with a really good foundation. And I'll never act like I just jumped off the porch and just got to it. No, I came from a very, very wealthy upbringing. So yes, I did have a head start in life, but I took forth initiative to keep action going in life. So even though my family set me up where I didn't have to work or anything like that, I still went out and I still went to work, still did what I had to do so I can keep a certain flow of money coming in. That way I'm not just always dependent on my family. See, that's the easy way out. Me just being dependent on my family. Oh yeah, hey, let me get 100 grand. Okay, here you go. I want to have my own money also in conjunction with the money from my family, of course. But I also put forth hard work and hard effort in my life to get all the stuff that I get. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. Don't be that kind of person who always tries to take the easy way out. Sometimes in life, you have to break down and put forth the work. See, that's when you do your most creative things in life, whenever you put forth real work in life. If you don't put forth real work in life, you ain't gonna have no creativity. You ain't gonna be able to do anything like that because you're dimming your light. You are putting a candle cover over your light. See, in life, the best thing to do is put forth action, to put forth effort. I guarantee you, if you put forth effort every single day towards something that you want to do or towards something that you want to achieve in your life, I guarantee you that you are going to get it. If you feel like that you can't really do anything in life, change your thought process, change your mindset. Stop hanging around those same people who you're hanging around. Losers attract losers. Losers do not attract winners. Winners attract winners, because a winner is somebody who is going to know what to do in life to get to the next level of life. A loser is going to be somebody who don't want to do what they need to do in life, and they know what they need to do in life. Take initiative on all things in life. Once you take initiative on all things in life, your life will be a whole lot better. If you take initiative 4 days out the week, today it is January 27, 2025. If you take initiative right now, I guarantee you by January 27, 2026, you will be a whole nother different level in your life in a positive aspect, not a negative way, because you're taking forward action. You're setting yourself up for the future. That's the best way. You have to always try to set yourself up for the future. Don't wait for the future to happen to be here. Hey, future's here. Oh, now I want to try and go up here and set everything up. Just like we talked about earlier, if you had a puppy and you knew you was getting a puppy 2 weeks ago, you wouldn't wait till the day to go set the house up for you getting your new puppy. No, you want your puppy to be in a calm environment, to feel loved and stuff like that. You don't want to be, oh my God, go, and give the animal like the wrong love and that wrong feel on its first day at its new home. Have to stop being lazy. Start taking initiatives. Initiative makes things happen. Initiative gets the ball rolling. If I want to go up here and get my car going, I got to push this button right here and I got to take initiative. Then for me to go up and get it going, I got to tap the little thing and I'm gone. And that about wraps it up for today's episode. Until next time, I'll catch you later.